It's Sunday, and you already know what time it is. It's the Chargers, it's the 49ers right here on Sizzl'N Sundays. Get your plates ready, get your drinks ready, and get your football minds ready, because it's about to go down. What's good? You know, it's time. Yes, sir. It's your boy, Breezy. You have all been waiting from this long time hiatus. You're now tuned into the one they call the greatest. Breezy. East side, west side, we reppin' you all. We cook a little food and talk a little ball. Have a drink your way, short or tall. Dessert is a must, it better be on call. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Who wants to challenge the king named Breezy? Right here every week is a Sunday. Tune in to Sit Sizzl'N. Sit Sizzl'N. Tune in to Sit Sizzl'N. Sundays. Hey, we touching down right now on Sizzl'N Sunday. It's your boy, Wayne Breezy. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Round of applause to start off the show. Faithful, let's get this show cracking. Man, I'm so excited. 49ers are playing tonight. Man, it's going to be a late game. It's going to be a late game. I hope you guys are good over here on the East Coast. Everybody in the West Coast is cool because what is it, 5 p.m. on the West Coast, something like that. It's 8 p.m. over here on the East Coast. We're going to be up. We're going to be geared up. We're going to be good to go. The 49ers are hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. And look, man, I've done a slew of shows this week, and I just don't see how the 49ers should lose this game unless they do something like beat themselves. That's what I'm getting from it. Other than that, I think the 49ers go out here and do exactly what they're supposed to do, and that's dominate. And they got a lot of pieces coming back. Before we get the show started, I just wanted to say thank you once again for all your support. Please do me a favor. Please keep my girl, my sister Peachy in your prayers. She's going through some stuff right now. She couldn't be here with us right now. Hopefully she'll be able to be with us a little bit later on, but she's definitely here with us in spirit. But keep her and her father in prayer right now. Please do that for me. If you're watching the show, make sure you guys go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. You can subscribe to the channels at the Wayne Breezy on YouTube. All right, there it is right there at the bottom of the screen. All right, make sure you guys hit that like button. That's the thumbs up. All right, and whatnot. Also, on Facebook, I need you to go to the Nitty Gritty Niners group. I know I have a Facebook page. I want you to subscribe to Wayne Breezy as well. But make sure you go to the group because this is where we're doing the giveaway for the score prediction. And all you got to do is guess the correct score, and you will win a nice prize from the Nitty Gritty Niners group. All right, so make sure you go ahead. Go check that out. If you're not on Facebook, I'm sorry, but the group, the contest is only for Facebook members only. All right, members only on Facebook. So make sure you guys go ahead and go there. Just go to Facebook, type in Nitty Gritty Niners. Two things will pop up. You'll see the page from the show, and then you'll see the group. Make sure you join the group. You gotta pass the test. Couple questions, easy questions, like stuff you should know the answer to. I'm hoping if you're a 49er fan, you'll do that, you'll get approved, and then you'll be able to partake in the giveaway for the score prediction. We do it every week, so I want you guys to participate. Also, shout out to our sponsors over at Mybookie. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with Mybookie. You can go to www.mybookie.ag, and if you use the promo code Breezy100, all right, promo code Breezy100, Mybookie will match up to your first $100 deposit. So if you deposit $100, right, they'll match that. So you have $200 to work with your bets. All right. Again, bet anything, anytime, anywhere with Mybookie, and we'll bring you a word from our sponsor a little bit later on in the show. All right. Promo code Breezy100. All right. Super simple. See? Bam. All right. All right, let's go to get the show crack-a-lacking. Moses isn't here, Peachy isn't here, Fair isn't here, and it's all good because I got you guys, and your boy Breezy is going to sit here and hold it down. Now, I know a lot of people are happy the Seahawks lost. Yes, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers found a way to defeat them. All right, so the Seahawks are now sitting at what is it, 6-4? 49ers are at 4-4. All right. We win this game. I'm telling you. My brother Mike said it best. We control our own destiny. And this is why I really feel like the 49ers have every opportunity to go, 9-0 for the remainder of the season. They just got to go out there and execute and do some of those things. If you guys didn't get a chance to read my keys to victory this week, please go to www.49erswebzone.com. Check out the article. All right. I don't have the link to post inside the chat, but I'll get it for you guys. I want you to check it out. Don't forget to participate in the poll question. How many touchdowns would Jimmy Garoppolo throw today? I'm feeling kind of good about Jimmy, right? I'm feeling good about Jimmy and the pieces that he has on his offense. Let's get to some of the 49ers roster moves. We don't have the inactives as of yet, but you can see they've activated players from the IR. Elijah Mitchell's going to be playing. Al-Shaair is going to be playing. Colton McKivitz has been activated, so we get another offensive lineman out there. Defensive lineman Jordan Willis is going to be playing, and as you already know, Jason Verrett was placed on season in IR. 49ers did bring up defensive lineman Ty McGill. All right, he was elevated from the practice squad. He should be able to get some snaps in today. I actually like this kid. If you go back, he's actually had some good productive snaps for the 49ers. Believe it or not. I know a lot of people were like, yo, has he even played this season? Yeah, he played with the Niners. Now, you guys know that he was a Minnesota Viking, and then he had that crazy, thorough, preseason game, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, he sacked the 49ers like 55 times in that game. And he comes to the 49ers, and then he doesn't really you have to get acclimated to the game, guys. You guys got to give him a chance to get acclimated. And that's T.Y. McGill, ladies and gentlemen. So he should be good to go. He should be good to go with the 49ers. And I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do. Today is going to be a day, right? Because the number one thing that you want to do today is find a way to stop this run, right? So you don't want to let Austin Eckler, get going, period. And he's a dual threat, so you got to figure him out, but you don't want to let him get going, period. So I'm looking at the 49ers. I'm saying to myself, man, like, I wonder what they're gonna be doing today. Like how are they gonna utilize Elijah Mitchell, him being back? Do they I personally feel like Elijah Mitchell may get the start at running back as well as CMC. It could be so dope. You know what I mean? Like, it could be so dope. Oh, Juice is back. My gosh, there's so much. There's so many things, so many pieces. You know what I mean? So many pieces. West Coast Kings. See, I'm trying to be positive, and here he comes. All right, question. Is poll for Niner Jimmy TDs only, or do pick sixes count? Niner TDs only, bro. Niner TDs only. This guy was good. Uh, just guess what? On the menu today, we have fried chicken lollipops. So shout out to this guy. He's been telling me I need to figure these things out. I need to try them. This was whatever. So we're gonna try them today. And they actually smell so good. They actually smell so good. Wait, Kyler Murray's ruled out. I didn't get that memo. I did. Matthew Stafford's gonna be ruled out. All right. I didn't get the Kyler Murray memo ruled out. All right. So Cardinals should lose today. Oh, who's the backup? Is it Cole McCoy? Cole McCoy beat the crap out of us last year. Miss Debbie, how are you? I hope you're enjoying your birthday weekend. Happy birthday to everybody out there as well. She says, good morning, Wayne. Blessings to all the faithful who have joined. Please don't forget to hit that like button again. And don't forget to join that Facebook group. Miss Debbie actually runs the Facebook group. She's doing an amazing job over there. I already know. Wait, we gotta put this bot. We gotta block the sex bots. They only come on Sundays, man. I'm trying to figure out what's their deal, mate. They only work on Sundays. But nah, man, seriously, look, the 49ers got a lot to look forward to, and they got to go out here and handle business today. And as we talk about it, we wait. I don't know if we're gonna get the inactive so early, being that it's an evening game. Usually we get them right about now. But if I had to guess who's going to be inactive for the 49ers, I'm going to go with the three guys on the defensive line: Samson Ebukam, Armstead, and Javon Kinlaw, who's on the IR. So I don't expect those guys to play. As far as who else they may activate, I don't know yet. It's gonna come down to, you know, the wire or whatever. It could be like Nick Zakel, could be certain guys like that. You know what I mean? I know Samson Ebukam was listed as doubtful, but I doubt that he plays. You don't play him. You let him heal. You just activated Jordan Willis. You know. Let's talk about who else will get sacks. All right, post in the chat. Who else will get sacks other than Nick Bosa? Actually, who will get the most sacks? Who do you think? Nick Bosa, Drake Jackson? All right, Nick Bosa, Drake Jackson, Charles Omenihu, Kerry Hyder, Jordan Willis is back. Somebody's gonna get to this quarterback. I think so. Oh man, we got people. We got family members in here from Sydney. All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. West Coast King says more Drake Jackson. Hurricane says more Drake Jackson. I love it. We know Bosa's probably gonna get home. We just don't know when. Hey, I did the Madden simulation last night. Late last night. I was probably falling on the street, sleep on the stream. Matter of fact, it was the longest 3 hours. I felt like 3 hours because I felt like I got on at one, didn't get off. It was 2 hours, but it was so long. It was boring, right? Because the 49ers were up like 17-3. You know what I'm saying? Hey, today we have a birthday. Chrissy, 1687. Happy birthday to you. I have zero voice to sing. It will crack all over the place. But you know what? It's your birthday. You're going to have to take my cracks and call it a day. All right? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chrissy. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday, Chrissy. If it's your birthday, that's what I'm talking about. Go, girl. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. We're going to sip a Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know, we don't give up because it's your birthday. That's what I'm talking about. Happy birthday, Chrissy. I'm sorry I had to sing in church this morning. I had a wedding last night. My voice is just shot. Good thing is wedding season is over for me. They better not call me for another wedding for the remainder of until like April. Like I'm not trying to take any more weddings. But look, my voice will heal at some point. But it's still football season, so I don't plan to have a voice, period. Especially I'll be out in Mexico next week. So hopefully I can catch a what is it? The World Cup is going on out there. And I've never been to a live soccer game. I heard it's lit. I'm hoping I can catch one. Oh man, my man Kylie's in the building. Wait, no, I did not. Appreciate you, bro. So no, soon as we finish this show, I'm gonna put the album on and get ready for this game. I'm gonna vibe out with some Nas today, man. Because not Nas is like, Nas, man. So yeah, so when it comes to the defensive line, man, I think that's crazy how that may just be the weakest link of the 49ers. Jeez. I do think Ty McGill will come in and play very well. Kevin Givens has been playing well all season. And then the rotations of Kerry Hyder, Hassan Ridgeway has been really good at stopping the run. Look, I feel like the 49ers are going to be fine, even though it seems like the weakest link. Which side of the trenches you think plays better today? The offensive side or the defensive side? Or do you think it's equal? Like, which one would it be? Offensive side, defensive side. You guys can put that in the chat. Don't forget to participate in that poll question. All right, I see the numbers slightly. I, if I can vote in this poll question, I would be the only one voting for 5+. I think we get a 5+ TD game from Jimmy Garoppolo, and I'm not just saying that. I just really feel like there may be a 5+ TD game from Jimmy Garoppolo. Call me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but that's what I got. All right, so what we drinking today? Let's talk about the offense. Let's talk about the 49ers offense. I don't have a drink for today. My job is to prepare the entrees. I can go in the refrigerator and grab a little something if you don't mind. So hold on one second. Let's get one of these. Let's do this. All right. So I got a Surf Cantina margarita. It's made with tequila and blood orange liqueur. All right. Freshly squeezed lime juice, tequila, blood orange liqueur, and some agave. It's the good stuff. Okay. It's the good stuff. So we're gonna sip on this a little bit and we're gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? And guys, if you're out there, man, make sure you guys drink responsibly, please. All right. Don't be telling people Breezy said, go on ding and drink this. No, it's not what I'm saying. All right. It's not what I'm saying. But I'm going to go ahead and sip on this margarita because I feel like this offense from the 49ers is something that we have as football fans, as 49er fans. As foot, they calling me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And shout out to Christopher for actually typing that joint, yo. You ain't right, dog. You ain't right. Miss Debbie says the defense is going to be fired up. A lot of people are saying the offense, man. I'm looking forward to this offense. And here's why. Look, it's not just because they have all these pieces. You know, whether they had the addition of Christian McCaffrey or not, I really feel like the offense has been getting more and more in sync. You get what I'm saying? And that's a good thing for the 49ers. I think that the offense, because the offense is finally coming together and Jimmy Garoppolo is finally settling in, right? You know, a lot of people, I look, Denver game, he was terrible. Let's just call it like it is. He was terrible. Like Charles Barkley, terrible. I was like, I do not want this guy as our quarterback if he's not going to progress. But I tell you what, Jimmy's been elevating his game each and every week. And yes, we're going to get the Jimmy that we know of at some point. But I think that the way the offense is built, I think they can help carry and uplift Jimmy if he made a mistake. So with Jimmy Garoppolo back there, you know, it's not about him being perfect. It's about him playing confident. And I think that's more important. Like, I think his confidence is more important than him actually going out there being perfect. If he tries to go out there and be perfect, that's when the mistakes are going to happen. You don't want to play perfect football. You want to play confident football, which would allow you to play complementary football, which will allow you guys to allow the 49ers to find ways to get into that end zone. And that's the key. They can't miss out on. Ooh. Oh, that's right. That's right. They can't miss out on these opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And that's the issue. But here's the thing. I think the offense is going to feast, right? And they're not going to feast on the entree. They're going to come out there full bellied out, ready, drunk down, ready to go. And look, Mike, I know you're watching, Mike. And sometimes, Mike, you say things that I just be like, huh? But Mike Andrews, my brother from another mother, he said this. He said that Mike McGlinchey, I think this is what he said. I might be messing up. He said Mike McGlinchey won't give up any sacks today. Now I gotta remember if he said Mike McGlinchey won't give up any sacks by Khalil Mack, or did he mean in totality? Now I don't know. Like Mike is giving up sacks every single game, bro. Like and sometimes it's like back to back sacks. But then he does find a way to kind of like fix himself. So I'm going Mike McGlinchey. I think he's going to give up at least a sack, at least minimum one sack. And if I'm wrong, listen, I'll be sending Mike McGlinchey a Christmas card. I hope he receives it because with an apology. He's got to face Khalil Mack. If I'm the Chargers, I'm matching up Khalil on McGlinchey's side. What's the purpose of putting Khalil Mack on Trent Williams' side? I mean, I would like to see that battle. That's a battle. You know what I mean? And I think he plays on the right side anyway. I think Bosa would have been more on Trent Williams' side. You know what I mean? So I say put Khalil. He's going to be lined up over Mike, man. And I don't know how that's gonna pan out. I really don't. But I do think McGlinchey gives up at least a sack. Just at least one. Pernamore says, Breezy, we remain humble, fam. I'm more afraid of us than any team. Key thing is stay healthy. Well, I don't feel like I'm being cocky with anything. So the opposite of humility is like just being cocky. I don't think I'm being cocky with it. I'm just saying that I believe that like Jimmy Garoppolo can have a great game. I believe that his teammates help bring him up. They help level up Jimmy, right? And that's a good thing, right? That's what Kyle Shanahan went out and did. He went out and got players that can help level him up because Jimmy just needs to be able to unlock some of his abilities. And the check down is an ability. Like you got to have an ability to throw a check down. So we'll see, man. I'm confident. Jimmy's confident though. I'm not gonna knock him for that. He's really confident, and that's one thing you can't teach. You can't teach confidence. But I will remain humble, and I do agree with what you said that I'm more afraid of us than any team. That I will agree with that. I'm not gonna lie. What's going on, Jacqueline? How you doing? I'm not gonna lie. Like that's what it is. We can't beat ourselves. And how do we beat ourselves? Usually in every game. Penalties, not scoring in the red zone, like missing opportunities, dropping interceptions, not picking up fumbles, like just anything that you can do. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. That's how I look at it. I'm just, yeah. Well, Jacqueline said it best. I'm just keeping it real. Hopefully, we don't make too many mistakes because that's the only way we lose this game. If we make too many, you got to put the other O with the two. Too many. Put about 7 O's. Too many mistakes. Right? That's the only way to beat the Suns. Christian says, "Who starts outside?" I'd say Demo. Oh, that's a good question, Christopher. Great question. Yeah, you got to start Demo. I think you start Demo. I'm cool with that. Demo's been playing well, and just let him start outside. Jimmy Ward's probably going to be in the slot. I think Jimmy Ward's going to be in the nickel again, just like you do. Tashawn Gibson hasn't been playing super poor, but he has declined a little bit. Let's see if Demo, look, they're going to pick on Demo. I do expect the 49ers to play like off, so some soft coverage. They're going to give up a lot of underneath stuff and things like that. And, so it is what it is. Excuse me, Ben pick six Fields? Fields just got pick sixed? Really? Really? Because they was just praising Pick. They were just praising Justin Fields. I mean, I'm on Twitter for like the right before the show. Oh my gosh, the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan should have drafted the wrong quarterback. Trey's a bust. Trey is this. And I get it. Justin Fields is playing well. He's playing better, excuse me. But damn, he's playing the Lions. And they just pick six them. I'm looking at it right here. I forgot that I got red zone on, right? Your boy wildin'. I gotta keep sipping this. Uncle Bill's in the building. What's going on? He says, I say we wait on getting anyone else. We have injury issues. I disagree. And I'm glad you brought that up. See, I disagree because there's just one particular player that that I would love to be a 49er. I really will. I mean, I would love for him to find his way on this squad. 49ers got about maybe $6.5 million in salary cap space. I gotta ask my man Jason about that, but they got some bread, right? And so there's this player because right now, what's going on? The rumor is where will OBJ end up, right? So these are the only teams he wants to play for, right? So he has full control of where he wants to go. If you thought we were going to get through this show without talking about this, wake up. Full control. Where will he end up? Bills, Niners, Cowboys, Giants, Chiefs. Now, usually we would say, what's going on, James? Usually we would say, I missed it. Usually we would say he's going to end up, you know what I'm saying, with the team that's going to pay him the most money. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's the thing now. Like I'm not sure if that is the end all be all. I mean, of course he wants to get paid. Of course he wants guaranteed money and all that good stuff. And you got to give it to him. He's OBJ, you know. But where will he end up, man? Kylie's saying he's gonna end up with either the Bills or the Cowboys. Oh gosh, another weapon. Ugh. Randy says he'd go to the Chiefs or Bills. Y'all talking about the Diggs cats. I missed the Diggs cats. I know a lot of people want to get, Sue. For some reason, man. For some reason, They aren't budging. My bro Nick, what's going on? He says, "What's up, Breezy? We can't worry about the this national media pundits. Trey's our QB. Let's go Niners." Yo, it's national media. It's in 49er media. No, not my 49er media. 49ers media, not onshore. It's just a lot, Like they don't believe in Trey Lance because Trey hasn't given them anything to believe. And I get it, but Trey hasn't played, so it's just weird. It's just weird. But here's my thing, yo. We get OBJ. I know there's only one football, right? There's only one football, but I'm all about numbers. And when you have numbers, 9 times out of 10, it works in your favor. It's a numbers game, right? And then it comes down to numbers and skill because you could have more, players, but it comes down to skill players. You would be getting a skilled player at the wide receiver position. So now you will have 3 guys, 2 guys, which will be under contract as far as, short contracts. Debo doesn't have a long contract, and this will do nothing to damage Brandon Ayuk, who will probably sign the longest contract for a wide receiver out of these 2 guys, right? So I think Brandon Ayuk is going to get that bag come year 5, after, because he's going to get the 5th-year option. But listen, look, I don't expect him to come to San Francisco, but the fact that he has picked San Francisco to be one of his teams, man, that's pretty spot on. That's pretty spot on. And yeah, this is why a lot of people Slick 68, they got him going to the Bills, man. Von Miller he's gonna do his best to recruit him, and it is what it is. I mean, he'll be in the AFC, and then we'll see OBJ in the Super Bowl. Mr. BMW Lotus says OBJ is a diva. Man, I don't get that, but yeah, I hear you. He was at one point. I'm not sure he is now. Uh, this is the only thing that matters to me. Like the fact that he can catch. It doesn't matter where you throw the ball. OBJ would have the best catch radius on the team. He would have the best catch radius, meaning Jimmy can throw just about anywhere toward this guy, and he'll come down with the ball. Now, the only thing you got to worry about OBJ is just him finding ways to stay healthy. But dude, you're getting him for what? He said he's gonna make his decision by the end of the month. So we got a couple of more weeks. So you're gonna get OBJ for maybe 6 to 7 weeks of football left. It's not gonna cost you much. It's more what you're gonna end up paying him for the next year. I say do it. I say do it, man. I say if the 49ers make and if y'all think Kyle Shanahan don't want OBJ, y'all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Usually I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but y'all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right. So offensive side, look, 49ers got to do a couple of things they want to win this game. Number one, they gotta definitely establish the run game and sustain it, right? So we always say establish the run, but we don't talk about sustaining the run. The Chargers have the worst defense, right? They've given up 5.7 yards per carry. They're like bottom 4 as far as average rushing yards per game. They give up 140, 47 point something yards per game on the ground. The 49ers do that. Like the 49ers are averaging like 118. So at the middle of the pack for the season, but also haven't really factored in what Christian McCaffrey does, right? And I think that Christian McCaffrey's back with running the ball, it's gonna boost that number up. And then, if you guys didn't watch the Madden simulation yesterday, there was this run play and Jimmy Garoppolo got cracked on this John, yo. I mean, smacked. But it was dope, right? So it was like a fake handoff to Christian McCaffrey one way. Debo was coming from the other way. Jimmy held it. It was like a reversed option trip, something. It was crazy. And he ended up giving it to Debo. Debo kind of nudges one of the offensive linemen, but then he gets by, he gets to the second level, and he's ghost. I mean, nobody can catch Debo Samuel. You know what I'm saying? In the video game. But it's funny because that's how Debo is in real life. That's how he is in real life. And that, my friends, is with having Christian McCaffrey back there in the backfield because the defenses will have to pick their poison. They will have to pick their poison. So I think the Russian, if I had to say, what number, I'm going to ask you guys, what number do you guys think the 49ers are going to end up totality and rushing? All right. What number? Is it going to be the mid, like even 100? Will they get to what they give up at the 140 mark, or would they stay at their 118, 120? I'm leaning at the 130 something plus mark. I think the 49ers rush for over 130 plus yards totally, and in totality. I don't know if we got a 100-yard rusher per se. I think you're gonna get a big rush from Debo, and he'll probably have about 3 rushing attempts. I think Christian McCaffrey will probably have about 8 rushing attempts, 8 to 9. And I think it's time to get back. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. I like this. All right, Randy Daytona. I didn't even finish my point. I saw y'all comments, and I'm like, let me put these up. I don't want to let these go by. Um, I think that Elijah Mitchell actually has more attempts, the most attempts. I think you're going to see Christian McCaffrey line up in that slot and abuse whoever he's lined up against. All right, Randy Daytona, 185 yards. Debo needs some behind him to reach top speed. Hey, someone behind him to reach top speed. I like that. I like that. So in total, you're saying that the rushing attack was going to give you 185 yards. Love it. James Parsons, 160 plus. All right. So that's above what they give up. All right. So far we got 2. Chrissy, 147, right at the mark. It's slightly above what they give up, but it's right at the mark. I like that, Chrissy. West Coast Kings, I say about 150 and 2 TDs on the ground. Ooh, I like that. 150 is good. Memphis, Maine, 150. All right, Jay Eli, listen, this is so possible, right? It's so possible because we're talking about this Russian attack. It's super possible. Okay, 210 yards. Are you saying that McCaffrey and Elijah Mitchell gets a 100-yard game and Debo get the remaining 10 yards? I'm just asking. You put it like that. All right. So there we go. Let's see. Jacqueline says 155. All right, I can see where you guys are going with. Miss Debbie asked the question: did I make something for Sizzl'N Sunday? I did, but I did not show it yet because I didn't get to the defense yet. I cover the defensive portion of the show, which is the entree. But I'm gonna get to that very shortly, I promise. We just finishing up this offense. So look, and if the offense has to be effective, they got to do a couple of things. Number one is run. And in running, they have to establish the run. So they have to start off with the run, and they have to establish it, and then they got to find a way to sustain it. And I think with Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell will be the sustainer, right? He's the guy that's going to keep the chains and the clock ticking, right? And that is the difference between him and a Jeff Wilson Jr., who I love. I love Jeff Wilson Jr., but there's just a big difference in the two. That's why Elijah Mitchell became a starter when Mostert went down. No one else. Elijah Mitchell was the guy. Dale the GOAT says 160 yards on the ground. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, that's the first thing that they got to do offensively. Second thing they got to do offensively, right, is they got to find a way to score. All right, so they got to find a way to get these points up and minimize the mistakes, right? So minimize the penalties because the 49ers get big plays. They usually are negated by a silly penalty. Okay. So the 49ers just got to find a way to figure that out. They figure that out, they're going to be good to go. All right. And you're passing against this team is a little more tough than running. So if rushing is their Achilles, then you take advantage of it. And we've seen Kyle Shanahan take advantage of like teams with bad rush defenses. And so this is where I feel like Kyle Shanahan is gonna have to come in there and do it again. Like, listen, the passing, it'll work. But look, you got to figure it out. Like, you know what I mean? Got to keep running. How many touches for Elijah Mitchell? I know Elijah's just coming out, but coming back, but I don't know. I think he gets the majority of the touches, bro. Let's say 30 rushing attempts for no, let's go with 35 rushing attempts for the 49ers. I think Mitchell gets at least, I think Mitchell gets 15. I think Mitchell gets no, I tell you what, I think Mitchell gets 17. I think McCaffrey gets 13, and the remaining goes to like a Debo Samuel. I don't think you're gonna see Kyle Juszczyk run the ball today. I wouldn't run him the ball. I wouldn't run him with the ball, but you definitely gonna need him in there to get his block on. Oh, Justin Fields just scored a 69-yard, 67-yard TD. That's what's up. All right, Justin Fields out there playing, but hey, man, excuse me, it's the Lions. It's the Lions. It's the Lions. It's all I'm saying. It's the Lions. What's going on, E Nice? What's good, fam? E Nice says Mitchell's gonna get only 10 carries. Hey, man, look, I'm hoping that number, like I said, is in the 30s, mid 30s, easily, right? Mid 30s. I'm hoping. or whatnot. All right, man, let's get to the entree because Miss Debbie asked about the entree. This is a breakdown from Randy Daytona, 38 runs, 32 pass. All right, so that's a total of what? 70 plays? That's what that is? I got 70 plays. 70 plays. That's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Jacqueline says they need the limit on dropping the passes. They've been doing a lot better with this, Jacqueline, because Jimmy, on certain plays, he's able to just, chuck it down to his check down guy. And when you got a check down guy like Christian McCaffrey, it really helps with limiting those drops. And I agree. They can't don't turn over the ball. That would be my biggest thing. I feel like this offense always finds a way to turn over the ball, and we've seen them turn over the ball like just about with everybody, right? George Kittle, Debo Samuel. Debo Samuel had the first one of the season. George Kittle had one when he came back. Jeff Wilson Jr. had a couple. Christian McCaffrey had a fumble. Unfortunately, they were able to recover it. The only person that hasn't fumbled the ball, Juwan Jennings, Brandon Ayuk had a fumble, but he was able to recover it. I don't know if you count it, but he was able to recover it. Juwan Jennings, and Elijah Mitchell. And if I'm missing anybody, you guys will let me know in the chat. I can see that. All right, let's get to the defense. All right, so for the defense, look, the defense is top in the league, right? They're top as far as like what they're allowing people to do as far as gaining yards, scoring, like you name it. Like the defense is still strong, even with all the injuries. It's so crazy. Like, because you say to yourself, man, this defense got some weak links. Man, they can't stop the run. Man, they're getting beat underneath. Man, they can't do this. But you know what they do? Well, they adjust and keep teams out of the end zone. And that's what this defense is predicated and based on, right? That's what D'Amico Ryan's philosophy is all about. We used to listen to Robert Saleh, and it used to be like the bend don't break. I feel like D'Amico's, that whole swarm mentality is a little bit different, right? Just a little bit different. It's more like, look, man, you can do what you feel like you need to do. You can move the ball on us, but you're not getting in that end zone. And I'll tell you what, if the defense only gave up 3 points on their drives, I could live with it. I could live with that. They'll get some 3-and-outs, but I could live with them giving up threes. Keep these teams out of the end zone. Now, the Rams scored 2 touchdowns on them the last time the defense played, but that was in the first half only. Man, they adjusted. So you should be kind of high on the defense if they were able to adjust, right? We saw them adjust. Now they're going against another team I think has less weapons than the Rams. I thought the Rams had Cooper Kupp. Chargers got Austin Eckler. That's kind of like where you are. And if I had to like, highlight another player, it would be their tight end, Gerald Everett. And then don't forget Richard Rodgers, right? Those tight ends will try to, do what they got to do, to extend plays, keep the chains moving, and get in the end zone. So you got to figure out, all right? You got to figure that out. Did Jeff Wilson Jr. just score a touchdown? So Mostert got a TD. Jeff Wilson Jr. got a TD. And here we go. It's good to see 49er players do their thing. You know what I'm saying? It truly is. Who are the Chargers wide receiver? Dale the GOAT. You know what, bro? That's an amazing question. That's an awesome question, Dale the GOAT. Awesome question. I'll go ahead and get the depth chart pulled up for you right now. Joshua Palmer is one. Okay, that's one guy that I do know. That is a wide receiver. Okay. Is today Sean's birthday? I just got a text message from him. I think he's 10 years older than me because he just said he was 51. Sean, if you're watching, happy birthday, bro. All right, so Keenan Allen is out. Mike Williams is out. Here are their wide receivers. You ready? Jalen Guyton is on the IR. All right, he actually played in the Madden game. They literally didn't have any receivers left. Michael Bandy, DeAndre Carter, Josh Palmer. Josh Palmer is more of their slot guy. Jason Moore Jr. is going to back him up. So you're going to see out there DeAndre Carter, probably Michael Bandy, and Joshua Palmer. Those are going to be the receivers. If there's a 3 wide receiver set for the Chargers, those are going to be the receivers for the Chargers. Shout out to my brother Kelts, man. Kelts will be on the show Monday. He'll be on the Wayne Breezy show Monday, man. So make sure you guys tune in. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel over there, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to that channel. Appreciate the love, brother. So yeah, those are the guys. Josh, and listen, Jimmy Ward, Josh Palmer, that's gonna be a nice little matchup. Josh Palmer's a little shifty guy, man. Gotta find a way to nullify him. Here's the thing for the 49ers defense, though. They got to do two things, right? Oppositely, they got to stop the run. Like, they got to stop the run, and they got to play smart, right? There's going to be screens in this game. They don't want to over pursue, so guys got to stay in their lane. So if Bosa is just trying to get to the quarterback and he doesn't recognize the screen, I need him to be able to recognize the screen in this game, because you do not want to let Austin Eckler have space, because he could do multiple things once he gets the ball in space. He's not your juker guy, but he will tuck and truck. Like, that's what he does. Like, he tucks and trucks. And he's just shifty too. So Austin Eckler is the one guy. Dang, he got what? Wilfredo? Damn. Yeah, he balling, yo. Hey, look, I always used to say, if you go back, I can't pinpoint the episode, right? But if you go back and watch one of the episodes, I always said that Jeff Wilson Jr. just needed the freaking touches, yo. That's all he needed. That's all any player ever needs. Most of the players that get to the NFL are good, right? They wouldn't be in the NFL if they weren't. But if they're not able to develop, then they don't ever get a chance to show what they could do. Jeff Wilson Jr. wasn't going to be able to do that here in San Francisco. You saw them draft running backs. They even signed a guy off the street. Like, they they bringing in players for. So kudos to Jeff Wilson Jr. All right, so Kelt says we need a big game from our linebackers. All right, so let's talk about this, because we got all three linebackers starting tonight, right? You got Dre Greenlaw back, you got Al Shire back, and obviously Fred is playing out of his mind, right? So this is great, and here's why: because Fred trusts the other two guys, and you'll see it tonight. Like, you'll see it tonight. You'll see Fred just play Fred football, and that's my point, right? So Eckler coming out of the backfield, 9 times out of 10, Fred Warner going to be on him. But if they try to switch that matchup, put Greenlaw on him, Greenlaw can cover running backs. If they try to do it to Al Shire can cover running backs. You get what I'm saying? Like, the linebackers, Celts, I agree 1,000%, are going to probably have the best game. And they got to make sure that they're able to plug those gaps. They got to fill those gaps, man, because the defensive line may struggle early. Raphael says Bosa has been over pursuing a lot this season. You know why? I think part of it is because he gets held on every play, and he's just trying to get somewhere quick, as fast, in a hurry as he can, because he knows he doesn't get all these different types of opportunities. You know, that's just my theory on it. But he has been over pursuing, especially on screenplays, man. Can't have that breakdown. That one, he only had one, in my opinion, and it was in the Chiefs game where he just broke down. Now, as we're talking about the defense, I decided to whip up some chicken. So I put my own flair on these Jones right here, man. I'm gonna do my best to kind of like get the camera right, but I have for you guys chicken lollipops. Now, what was funny was when they were presented to me, okay, I was like, I ain't eating no lollipop, chicken flavor lollipop. What the heck is that? And then Miss Debbie sent me this recipe. And then when I saw what they look like, I'm like, oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, so I have deep fried chicken lollipops. Um, these are like an Asian type of flavor. So there's ginger, there's soy, and then I got the sweet chili sauce to drizzle the sweet chili sauce drizzle on top, right? So as you can see, I'm trying not to tilt it to break my bowl. But look, what makes it the chicken lollipop is the way you cut the drumstick off of the chicken. Now, you want to make sure you get the whole chicken wings right here. The video is being edited and to be uploaded so you can see how I actually prepared it. But there it is, guys. Chicken lollipops. I haven't had one yet. I've tasted the batter, and things like that. But yeah, these look like they about to go down. And thank you, Debbie. And I want to eat one, but it's just me on the show, so I gotta take a bite. It is what it is. I'm gonna take the biggest one too. I know y'all hear the crunch, and you can see the chicken cook all the way through. Oh no, I dropped some on my keyboard. Get it off my keyboard, sweet chili sauce. I'm gonna put that to the side. I'm not gonna be rude and finish it. Oh, this and the fresh ginger. Yeah, I just made Chinese chicken. This junk is good. Oh, and what really gives it the kick is the chili powder. And you're probably trying to say, well, what the hell they got to do with the Niners? All right, well, here we go. The Niners are they're loaded on defense. We don't even talk about how great this defense has been playing consistently all year long. And when I say loaded, I know they look loaded on the offensive side, but the defensive side is just loaded, and their ranking is even better than the offense, right? I think the 49ers come out here. They got all different types of flavor and spices on the defense. They can hit you with the linebacking trio. You guys are thinking that the defensive line is weak. Nah, it ain't weak. Just because we got some key pieces out, ain't no weakness on that defensive line whatsoever. So you got the meat up front, you got the seasoning, you know what I'm saying? You got your flavors and all that stuff in the back. Like I would say the linebacker, if the defensive line is the meat, right? As far as like the chicken, then the coating, the batter, that's your linebackers. They're gonna cover the meat, right? So they're gonna make sure pause to everything I'm saying right now. I ain't gonna say it again. You're gonna get unlimited pauses from me because there's no way to say this correctly. You got the linebackers, they're gonna be the batter, they're gonna cover the meat, right? They're gonna coat the meat, right? Then your seasonings. Oh my gosh, you sprinkle in some of that secondary. You get a little safety going on, a little Talanoa Hufanga, a little Tashawn Gibson, right? That's your spring. And then you're topping your cornerbacks on the outside. Oh my gosh. Look, Mooney's a lockdown guy. I think Diamador Lenore gets his first interception this week. Call me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but this is when you want to do it. You know what I mean? Look, the defense is going to be a problem, okay? And I can really see the defense doing this. Will the defense score a touchdown today? It's possible. It's possible. This guy, the inspirator, none greater, is the guy that's been telling me to try out these chicken lollipops. So this is what he does with his. I brine mine in pickle juice overnight, wash them dry rub, then wrap them in bacon, and then more dry rub. So that's a nice recipe. I brine mine in soy sauce, fresh ginger, and oh my gosh, the flavors just pop in the mouth. They just popping all over the place. I want to taste what those taste like as well. But man, if you could taste these chickens right here, whoa, the chickens are like, thank you, Breezy. You did this right. KFC, hit me up. I got that original recipe, dog. Miss Debbie says, what's the drink position that goes with this? So I'm drinking right now. The drink is the offense. So I'm drinking a margarita, and you already know what goes into the margaritas. You know what I'm saying? This has some agave in it, and I need to probably put this down. But it's got the perfect like carbonation, the fizz. It's not hitting you strong and hard, but it's nice. And that's exactly how I think the offense is going to flow. And the reason why we do the drinks comparisons to the offense is because it's all about the flow. Like it's all about the flow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's what we got. We got a little margarita going on. I already gave myself unlimited pauses, bro. I promise. All right. So we got the margarita. We got the Surf Cantina margarita with the blood orange and the tequila. And then we got the chicken lollipops, I would say the gingered flavored chicken lollipops with the drizzle of sweet chili sauce. There's chili powder, there's chili. It's got some heat to it. And that's what this defense does. They bring the heat. All right. Now, as far as Peachy is the what you call the the dessert connoisseur. She can't be with us tonight. Again, please make sure you guys pray for her dad, man. Please, definitely keep him in your prayers. He had to get rushed back to the emergency room this morning. So please make sure he's in your prayers and keep preaching in your prayers too. Make sure you pray for her strength. More than anything, that's what she needs. She needs strength. So she would usually cover the dessert. So I don't have a dessert for you guys, but we could talk about special teams a little bit. I don't really like. I think our special teams is is average, right? And I think that the Chargers special teams is just as average as well. I'm not really worried about special teams. Now, I don't want to get faked out on anything here. Like no fakes, no fake field goals, no fake punts, no fakes. Because listen, it's that time of the season where teams will do whatever it takes, okay, just to get some type of an advantage, some type of edge. And the 49ers can't get caught off guard. They can't get caught off guard. All right. I think special teams has been playing pretty decent lately. Here's why I like the special teams for the 49ers. A, so A, the majority of the players that they have back are back and starting. So now the players that were starting on defense and offense get to go back on special teams. That's super important, right? Because remember, the 49ers were plagued with a bunch of injuries and everything like that. And next thing you know, boom, they had to take those players off of special teams, put them in the starting rotations. You saw the special teams lack, and you saw that the offense couldn't figure certain things out. Well, guess what? The offense and the defense get a bunch of starters back, and then those players that were starting on the offense and defense go back to special teams. So now the special teams literally gets an upgrade because they have a bunch of good special teams players. They just might not have been the best at the position they had to fill in for due to an injury or whatnot, right? So that's my thing. I think the 49 special teams will have a day. Will we get a return on special teams? I'm going with a no. I don't know. I feel like I can't get any returns on special teams. You know what I mean? E Night says, "Hey, did we do the Madden simulation? We absolutely did. The 49ers won 34-27. They won by a touchdown. It was crazy. It was crazy because the majority of the game they were like up 17-3. And then you just watched the defense get chewed out. And it was mainly because the offense, when they got the ball, they couldn't sustain drives. They were punting, they were doing this. And I'm like, oh, the defense is coming back on the field. And they were getting killed in the slot. That's what it was. They were getting killed in the slot. Yes, they were. All right. So Phil's out here doing his thing, huh? I just want to remind y'all that they playing the Lions. So just keep that, because if he has another game where he doesn't look like this, don't say nothing. They playing the Lions and the Bears. They must have just scored. I think a player got hurt. Oh no. Oh right, I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see that. I don't know if Madden was being janky, bro, but um, I was smacking Collie. It was I just wanted you to hear the crunch. A lot of people think Madden is trash. Man, just give it you gotta play it, yo. You gotta play it. I like Madden 23, especially on the next gen. If you don't have it on PS5 or the new Xbox, then you're probably not having that same experience, and I can understand why it would be trash. Debbie says Robbie Gold needs to bring the cherry on the top. Oh, I like that. That's perfect. Listen, Robbie Gold. Speaking of Robbie Gold, in the game, he kicked like a 50+ yard field goal to tie the game up at one point. Robbie Gold was on point. I think he had 2 field goals in that game. Uh, it's weird because it's like he's not getting enough field goal attempts now, and I don't know if I'm happy because we're scoring touchdowns or we just don't get opportunities to kick field goals. So this might be a game. Look, we got to do score predictions. All right. Now, if you enter your score predictions, I like to do it because it's fun here, right? So go ahead and enter your score predictions. But if you want to win like a prize, like I don't mind giving stuff away, but you got to earn it. Like if you want to earn a prize, you got to join the Nitty Gritty Niners group on Facebook. All right. You can take the same score prediction. Now, my score prediction has not changed all week. I said that the 49ers are going to win 38-13. My context from the 49ers is simple. I even think that they're trailing at the beginning of this game, right? I think Austin Eckler gets a touchdown. The 49ers are trailing, and then they just go on a scoring spree. And they somehow end up with 38 points. How? I don't know. Christy says 17-31 Niners. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Look, the 49ers, they can score 30+ points, and it starts today, right? You saw Fred Warner talk about it starts now, right? Whatever you did in the past to get where you are, it's over with. Forget about it. Hakuna Matata. Move forward. It's all about what you're going to do right now. Again, Fred Warner just got his complimentary pieces back. That's going to be crazy. I'm telling you, them linebackers going to be crazy. James got 17, 27. You going Niners, James? I'm assuming you going Niners, 17, 14, 27. I'm just assuming you're going Niners. Dale the GOAT, 35, 17, Niners. All right. You close to my 38. It's like you took my 3 points from my 13, added it. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. West Coast Kings, 13, 34. Golden State Sports, 31, 16. I like it. I like it. Now, listen, guys, make sure y'all keep your alert set to on and all. All right. And don't forget, Nothing But Niners are going to be doing their pregame show. I'm not sure what the time is going to be, but it'll be on the Nothing But Niners channel right here on YouTube. So make sure you guys tune into that. Let's have a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, today's entree was the chicken lollipops. I'm going to be working on getting that video edited for you guys so you guys can see how I prepared it and all that good stuff. 27-17. You stick it with that 10-point game. I'm with it. 34-10. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. Wait, they lost? They lost, Lake? And Minnesota came back? What is going on here? Oh man, I had to pick up Russell Wilson because Kyler Murray was hurt. And they started Russell Wilson, and he just sucked this year. Oh, well, it is what it is. Melissa, 28-24 Niners. Super close. Super close. 31-14. Reaper underscore Cobra 96. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Guys, don't forget, if you want to win something, enter your score prediction on the score prediction thread on Facebook. And you guys can definitely enter and win a prize, right? Appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Stay up, stay faithful. Let's get this victory. Let's go. Here's how many touchdowns I think the 49ers score. I'm going to give you my foghorns. That was 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. We got to get to 38 points. How else do we get to 38 points? Robbie Gold, baby. Love y'all. Stay up, stay faithful. Thanks for tuning in to Sizzl'N Sunday. We'll be back. Somehow I got to come live. I'm going to present to you show live from Mexico for Monday Night Football. Don't ask me how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. Hope the internet is popping over there in Mexico. Love y'all. Stay up, stay faithful, man. We'll see you on the Overreaction Show directly, immediately at the 2-minute warning of the game. 2-minute warnings, we going live. So don't miss out. Love y'all. Peace out, man. Thanks for watching.